This guy keeps me fired up.
I'm spoken for. Sorry.
Hey, you know what? And deservingly so.
I like to think so.
Well, I mean, like,
Wow.
I know a lot of this that we've been talking about may not seem like it doesn't relate, but it does, because this kind of conversation that we're having right now is the kind of stuff that this book and other books like this actually encourage. It allowed people to say, hold on a minute, something's not right here, because you got to understand something. During this time, okay, this was a time, or it was an age that where the people valued, information and technical mastery. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when the idea that like certain forms of knowledge was capable of not only empowering a person but also destabilizing them as well.
That's maybe these AIs are our version of what
Yeah, I was
Dee and
gonna
them
say,
were doing through their, higher consciousness or imagination or whatever. They were channeling, which is, call it self-hypnosis, whatever, but they were talking to these either maybe parts of their unconscious, maybe angels. I don't know. But now people are talking to AI, and the AI answers very consistently to everyone. I mean, like you were saying, Rod, not everybody was ready for these books. And even the fewer people that actually got them actually did the work. I mean, you can do these occult exercises and you will get results. Crowley used to say, by doing certain things, certain results follow. Students are most earnestly warned against attributing objective reality or philosophic validity to any of the results obtained. But things do happen, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort, and you don't always know what you're going to get, which is why basically you moved away from it.
on that point, isn't that still true today? I mean, as an example, I've got I reckon about 42 plus years worth of technical knowledge under my belt, and as everybody knows, I aided people like mines users into provided technical support. They are still that knowledge is still, you still have to be somewhat a expert in providing that knowledge, and some people may accept that knowledge and some people may not accept that knowledge. Some people may become the next computer chewing, and somebody else may become, I don't know, a complete idiot when it comes to technology.
But Mark, with that whole thing about our technology being the magic of today, that would make you something of a wizardly figure.
Yeah,
You could be the John Dee of the group here. You got the hair for it.
We all
I
need
used to have hair like that. Oh, you saw the pictures. Oh, yeah.
we all need to convince Mark to wear a robe, just a robe, the one that
Well,
kind
he's got a purple jacket on now. Looks really. Just needs some stars and bangles on it.
It's sort of bluish grey.
Oh, it must be my. Oh, you know what it is? My phone changes the color of everything because it's after dark, so it's probably going through a filter. But you could get a purple jacket and put stars and spangles on it. Keyboards, algorithms,
but see how progressive
mathematical formulae.
I don't even use that setting on my phone. That's very progressive. So, wow.
I have trouble sleeping, so I try to give myself every help I can. I'm like my friend Panyabasa. I hate to go to bed, but once I'm in bed, I hate to get up.
That's really weird that you mentioned that. That's really weird that you mentioned that, because the other night we were talking and I was picking on Mark Edworthy, who was laying in bed on his phone and he couldn't answer properly because it was his phone doesn't allow it. So he gets up out of bed to go to his computer so that he could answer me back. And I'm thinking whatever he's going to say is important, right? And no, he said like maybe, what was it, three words, Mark?
So, well, it was, yeah, just make the point. Funny enough, I have
done that. I've done that too.
Not used, but yeah.
He did that, you know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, you got out of bed just for that? I was like, no, go lay back down. What the heck, dude? So And the thing that,
Haven't we all done that?
well, not, no, I would never. Once I lay down in bed, it's over. That's just the way it is.
I turn everything off before I go to bed. All my electronics are turned off,
I
plugged in, charging, and I go to sleep.
I've had a few people talking about how they have a rough time sleeping, and they asked me, "Well, haven't you only slept like 5 hours a day? Are you able to sleep 8 hours?" I'm like, "Yeah, I sleep 8 hours every night." I'm like, I've never had sleeping disorders where I couldn't sleep 8 hours, and I will always wake up exactly at 8 hours.
I was born an insomniac.
You
Wow.
I like literally. I would go. I went all throughout junior high and high school with 1 hour of sleep a night. Can you believe that?
Well, everyone varies. Everyone varies.
I think that has to
But
do
now I can go sleep whenever I want. And now
that has to do with
I
magic.
figured out how. Yeah, go ahead.
That has to do with magic. You're in
It's magic.
yes.
I'm going to tell you. How do I make this friendly for this show? I got a pet, and this pet calmed me down, and I like to pet my pet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty little kitten. She liked to purr, and she would help me go to sleep.
It's good. And you know, right there too. Okay, just to kind of bring that up.
Yes.
Familiars are actually
Oh yes.
they are actually what people who practice witchcraft and everything do believe in, like familiars and cats and stuff. That is a real thing.
Absolutely. That is.
You know.
Absolutely.
I always liked capturing a spirit and putting it into a gem. Wear it as a ring. Then you would like the spirit of the ring.
Like Eldar Soul Spirit Stone. Yeah.
Soul
There you
gem.
go.
Soul gem off of Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Yeah.
You just get that crystal, and what you do is when you go to kill a dragon, you kill the dragon and you come up to it, and like all of the soul of the dragon comes up out of the dragon into your crystal.
Huh.
And then
I don't know if I'd want a dragon soul.
Yeah. Well, when you do that, what happens is like gives you abilities.
Oh, okay.
You know, so you can use those abilities to like slow down time when you're shooting your bow, or when you're going into battle. You can slow down time and things of that nature, or do a shout, which will bring a dragon.
Hey, that's why oh god, gosh, wrong show. Sorry, you guys should know about that.
You can make an oracle out of a crystal if set it in a ring if you can get it to be inhabited, and then you can wear the ring and it can act as an oracle for you, or do other things sometimes.
Wait, and this might be related to what you just said. I would have some friends who would I don't know. I would complain about an issue, and some people just hand me a crystal, say, "Hey, put this in your window." And it doesn't matter what the issue I complain about. I've been experimenting with this for a while, for at least 30 years now. When you complain about something or other, some people just hand you a crystal and say, "Put this in your window." What do you know about that? Does anybody have any opinion on that?
I know very little about crystals. I know people that are very into them. I know people that have businesses built around crystals. We have something around here called they're like these big quartz crystals, and what do they call them? Something Herkimer diamonds
and geodes. From crystals to geodes.
Oh, we've got geodes as well, yeah, and they're very popular with some people. I know a little bit about. And this stuff is all like hermetic stuff. There's like you can get the information from the hermetic writings, Corpus Hermeticum. But you can basically have cause to be inhabited certain jewels, like amethysts, rubies, and amethysts work very well. And the cool thing about using amethysts is amethysts are now very cheap but in the Middle Ages in Europe where these books were written, they were more valuable than diamonds. They were amazingly rare. That's why the Pope's ring was amethyst, because he always had to show off he had more power than any earthly king. That's why he wears that three crowns, you know, because he just to show. So, but my own take on it with my limited knowledge of crystals is I think they probably have a certain resonance, but any power, at least from the kind of model I'm using, would have to be something that you direct into it first. So you would have to take it, cleanse it somehow, and then get it to be inhabited by something that you wanted to inhabit it. But I know there are other models of working with crystals having to do with resonance and color and chakras and stuff. I know very little about that.
Well, but
a
that's that
Reiki friend that
doesn't
might
that
know something
stem
about
off
it.
of quantum computers today because of the crystals, the diamonds?
Well, that's in everything. We just actually covered that.
Well, didn't we cover that
They
recently?
definitely have physical properties that are. Actually, I was just talking to somebody whose son actually has crystals. When he holds crystals in his palm, they'll vibrate sometimes, and it's probably because of electromagnetic
electricity.
fields. Yeah,
It's
so
the oscillation
okay.
levels. Mark and Mr. Robot said that they were completely amazed and astounded by my extreme knowledge because I pointed out the need for crystals and how they play a part in computer science. They were
We were talking about real-time clocks and moderating. Yeah.
elaborate on that. So tell them how great and brilliant I am so that they know. Go forth, Mark Edwardy.
I love you. You are more than capable of explaining your trumpet.
Let the welkin ring. Let it be known.
Crystals.
Well, that kind of stuff is interesting, especially when you think about astrology. You know, every month has its own birthstone. Everybody has their own gem they're supposed to correlate to. I don't know if that's a system of control built in, whether it's psychological or maybe has some sort of effect on us due to gravitational positions and radiation emitted from heavenly bodies across our solar system. I mean, I don't know. There's so many theories here, right?
Yeah. Well, I know. With me, I see. Otto knows this. I don't know if I told you this before, B, but I know Mark knows it too. But I spent a lot of time homeless in L.A. County, and I hung out with a lot of hippies, so I kind of know a little bit about the trendy parts of this. Okay, so don't take me on face value when it comes to people who are serious about this stuff. Just I know what the hippies and everything are about when it comes to the magic. Like you have the crystals that they use, and then to purify it you have to get yourself water. You have to get yourself mineral waters. Different kinds of waters purifies these crystals different ways. And they don't just have like the crystals that you put around your neck or the bracelet. There's some of them that have actually staffs that they have with a rod or a crystal on the top of it, and they carry that everywhere around with them. It is interesting how they do that stuff, but I never got into that. And like Nancy, she mentioned it before, where she's not into all that. She's more of the pagan focused kind of witch. You know what I mean? Because like even Wiccan, the New Age Wiccan that Mark said is older in England, it's actually new. You know what I mean? Because it's like from the 19th century until now.